Oh, it is recording. Alright, car talk number 2. We're going to be talking about cameras and why I have so many different ones. Like I was saying in the last car talk at the end, you know, a lot of people want to know which camera to get and which one should I pick and what should I do with it. I'll do a better video on it, but I've went through the GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition. That was my first camera that was better than like a phone or something. I first started with a little small Sony Cybershot, then it was a Sony like Handycam. Then the GoPro was like the first one where it was like, okay, 1080p, it was really good. It was GoPro Hero Black. After that, I purchased the T3i when it was like, it first came out. It was the T3i, and like I learned how to do different focusing and like my photography. That's where I really got addicted to photography. And a lot of people don't understand, like, it's never really mattered what camera, but I learned how to shoot different stuff. The GoPro was for anything POV, so a lot of free running, you need it wide. So it was the cheapest wide angle camera that I could afford, and that's why I bought it. After that, I had that for 2 years with the Black, and then sold the GoPro Black, and then just had the T3i. And I started shooting stuff on, when the iPhone 6 came out, that's when I like really invested in like a phone. I sold like 2 of my other lenses, and then went to an iPhone, just shooting stuff on an iPhone, and like pictures on iPhones, because they can be like super good. But the slow-mo was the biggest key for anything video-wise. And yeah, video-wise, it killed it. And I sold the T3i. Then last Black Friday, great deal, $497, I think it was for $500 you get Panasonic G7 with the kit lens, which it shoots 4K and 30 frames per second or 24. You have a lot of versatility. But the main thing I learned from all the cameras was just shutter speed. The only thing each camera let me do was advance a little bit, so I learned a little bit more. The GoPro, you learn about the angles, wide angles, and what it does to the lens. Then the T3i started messing with different lenses, and I truly learned shutter speed, ISO, and aperture, and I really got like really good films and how to use it. And then when I sold that and got the iPhone, I learned how to shoot on an iPhone, what you could truly do with the phone that you have. And when I bought the G7, I was like, this is $500 for a 4K camera, does it all. The only reason I even got the 4K camera was you can pan with it, and a lot of times I shoot by myself, so if I have the extra pixels and I can go in and get still everything the same, and I haven't used it a lot, but it gives you another piece of the whole video thing. You can learn how to came in there, you zoom in, take out the shakiness to stabilize it because you're cropping, and so it was really good. It was cheaper than my T3i from 4 years ago, and it shot 4K and 30 frames per second. And you know, I learned a lot, and that's when the low light was decent. It was better than the T3i, and I really truly got to use something that was really good. And I experimented a lot of low light because I get out. I was always up at night, so I didn't care for a full frame, because on Micro Four Thirds or an APS-C, you're gonna get more out of a cheaper lens just because it's cropped in, you know. So a Micro Four Thirds, everything is double. So like if it's a 25 millimeter on this, it's 50 on a full frame. So it just allowed for way better zoom lengths, and you don't have to spend as much for like super good glass. But I mean, what I learned through every single camera that I've gotten, and people are like, why do you go through so many, or you could change, or I know other people only shoot Canon or Nikon, or Sony is like the new thing because of its autofocus. And for most of my videos with the Canon, they were all manual, all Rokinon lenses, primes, so like focus never worked. You always manually focused everything, so some stuff was always super focused. Now it's like more vlog style, so autofocus is important, and so I picked it up, and you know, it works. But like every camera is just different, but they all do the same thing. I mean, if you can get what you're trying to say in a video format out, or express how you feel, or show how that mood of the night was, then you've accomplished what you wanted to do with the video, obviously. And there's nothing really stopping. Like the GoPro right now is just the perfect small camera for, okay, I'm gonna turn it on, put it in the car, I got a 10-15 minute ride to work, unless I stop somewhere, you know, 20 minutes, so I can talk and speak to people on something. And I mean, it's just that simple. But it'll never matter what camera, and it never really did to me. It just, I mean, I like tech too, so I'm gonna upgrade all the time if I can. But I mean, that's pretty much it. It's never gonna matter about the camera. It's gonna be what you can do with it. Phone cameras are not, and they're all the same now. Everything shoots 4K, so that shouldn't be a problem. But what you can do with it, and truly learning how to edit, as long as you can evolve with the camera and learn how to use it, and it's good. It's a good investment. It's a good tool. Well, that's pretty much today's car talk. I'm at work. I mean, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you learned something. I'm gonna turn it off before you guys can see we're at work, because then they'll try to fire me. But all right, that's it till next time.